The moment I stopped giving a fuck, I literally exploded. Drop 32 on 8 threes and get an offer. How the fuck does that work? What's up, guys? Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. Today I just want to talk about my basketball journey a little bit and some things I learned, because I know some of y'all watching are some younger hoopers trying to make it to the pro level. So that I never really played on the actual high level pro level, but I still played on the semi-pro level. I mean, I played basketball in Italy, in Germany, and in Austria, because that is where I'm actually from. I would say I have some pro experience, because it's like I still kind of live that lifestyle. Similar experiences I feel like that I can share, and also some mistakes I feel like I made that kind of held me back from actually making that jump to the actual high level pro level. When I was 15, I played in Austria, competed in the U16 championship. My first year of U16, I didn't really get too much playing time, so I was one of the younger guys, didn't get that much opportunities. Then year after, I was actually one of the older guys now, so I played U16 as a 16-year-old, and I had a great season. So in general, had a pretty solid season, and that season helped me make a jump to my first overseas experience. I moved to Italy. So in Italy, I played U17, and I played in fifth men's league. Fifth men's league is not pro level at all. It's not even semi-pro really. U17 where I played, that was pretty deep. Like, that was a pretty good youth level. That was pretty good. So I was in a new country, knew everything, new language, everything, but it wasn't that hard because I was in an apartment with a couple other guys, so it was pretty easy to get acclimated and stuff. I had a great season. I probably had the best season of my life. So yes, I was kind of inconsistent, but I still had a really good season. I think I averaged like 16 or 17 points, had a big role on my team, a lot of playing time, and that actually helped me make the jump next season to I went back to Austria, and I actually got a roster spot on a professional basketball team. So I played in Austrians first league, didn't play, was just a practice player, and on games I was on the bench, but I still landed a roster spot on a professional basketball team. And I also played on the U19 squads, on the youth team of that same professional team. In that season, I worked harder than I ever did in my entire life. I trained like literally 3 times a day. So we had morning team practice, so we had like a lot of skill training stuff. Then we had weight room, then we had youth team practice, and then we had the professional basketball team practice. So I literally had 3, like not every single day, but like 3 times a week. I had 3 basketball practices and a weight room session, and on the other days I still had 2 basketball sessions a day, because I had the mindset I'm literally gonna go all in. I'm gonna literally work as hard as possible, so it's gonna become impossible that I not make it. And what's crazy is I had the worst season of my entire life. So I played like garbage, had problems with my coaches in general because of playing time. In general, just had a big ego, kind of was a dickhead, I'm not gonna lie. And something crazy happened after that season. But what I want to get into, that right there in that season, but really also before, that is where the first big mistake, so to say, I think I made. That is base my entire identity around basketball. And it wasn't even only about how I feel about myself. I was extremely obsessed with how other people think about me, so how other people view me. And this is kind of hard to explain, but I feel like how I feel about myself in comparison to other people also kind of dependent on basketball. So I was kind of like always comparing myself to others, and like thinking, am I better than this guy? Am I better than him? Am I better than him? And like trying to always prove myself to others. Do other people think I'm good at basketball? That was always one of my main driving motivations. If I play well, I feel good about myself, because now other people think I'm good at basketball, and now I feel great, I feel motivated, I feel inspired to work harder, stuff like that. And that is a really tricky topic, because what happens when you don't play well? Then the exact opposite is gonna happen. What happens when you come into a new team and you don't get the playing time you want, and your entire self-worth is dependent on who you are as a basketball player? and how other people view you. There's also a pretty positive quality about me as a basketball player that actually will really help me, and that is my work ethic. So my work ethic has always been my biggest strength. So I always had the mindset I simply have to outwork everybody and then everything is gonna come, and that is a good mindset to have. But the problem is that can also go in a negative direction. So yes, it's normal to care about your goals, but you cannot obsess over playing well or playing bad. So the more you want something, the more you want to play well, the more you try to score a certain amount of points, the less likely it's actually gonna happen. After that season, I wanted to switch teams. I had plans of moving to another club, so I went to a showcase. So that is basically a tryout where a lot of coaches are in attendance. You have to pay a little bit of money to kind of play in front of all of these scouts. It's a 3-day, it's basically like a mini camp where you can try to get a contract from some team. Mind you, in those showcases, there's actually some serious competition. So there's also like established pro hoopers who are trying to get a contract offer. So first 2 days came, I was really obsessed with getting a contract offer. I worked hard all summer and I was like, now this is my opportunity. But first 2 days went absolutely horrible. Again, was way too caught up in wanting a specific outcome, caring about how those coaches view me. And again, just really trying hard to get the outcome of getting a contract. So going into day 3, I was just like, it doesn't matter, I'm not gonna get an offer here. I played way too bad those 2 days before so any coach is even gonna think about recruiting me or anything. So I basically went into day 3 without giving any fucks. I simply did not care about how I played in those games we had on day 3. Again, we played against a pretty good team. A couple actual established pros played on the opposing team. Like literally in the game where the moment I stopped giving a fuck, I had 32 and I hit 8 threes. I got an offer after that game, and I actually after that season moved to Germany to play in 4th leagues. It's crazy because that is something I could have applied when I was younger. So it all comes down to the mindset and being mindful. So consciously work on detaching from the end result. How do you do that? You put all of your purpose into the journey itself. So you don't care about playing well, playing bad. You actually care about the process of getting 1% better every single day, kind of achieving those everyday goals, being disciplined, staying consistent. And even after a good game, yes, you can be happy. That's completely normal. Of course you should be happy, but don't get too don't attach your entire self-worth, your mood on how you just played. So that's the main message for today. What happened in Germany is going to be talked about in the next video. I'm going to go into detail about what happened over there because there's also some pretty crazy stuff that happened. So see you all next time. Appreciate you for watching.